Welcome to another edition of Baseball Night in America. This will probably be a doubleheader today, as we'll play an early game today and hopefully get another one in this evening. As today, the 1968 Detroit Tigers will take on the 2017 Houston Astros. Hello, everybody. The Sports Time Machine will bring you live coverage of MLB Dream Season, as it's Pat Dobson taking on the mound for the Detroit Tigers, taking on Mike Fiars. He'll pitch for the Houston Astros. So far, the Houston Astros have been clicking on all cylinders. They are 4-1 in the AL West, while in the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers are 1-3. They've been struggling. They've been dealing some injuries. Both teams having injuries. Carlos Beltran of the Houston Astros will be out for at least looks like another week, and that's a big designated hitter bat. And then for the Detroit Tigers, Mickey Stanley will be out for a couple games, and now force the Tigers to play a little bit of a harder outfield, as Willie Horton will have to play left field today, and he's not normally a good outfielder, but they'll have his bat in the lineup. Gates Brown will be in the lineup. He has limited at bats, but when he's in there, he can produce a big game. So we'll see if the Tigers can do it here in Houston, Minute Maid Park, as it's the 68 Tigers taking on the 2017 Astros. The Astros will take the field. It'll be Gonzalez, Springer, Reddick, Bregman, Correa, Altuve, Gurriel, McCann behind the plate, and on the mound is Mike Fiars. Here's your Tiger lineup. Dick McAuliffe will lead off at second. Gates Brown batting second. He gets the start at designated hitter today. Oh, actually, they put Gates Brown in left field. Oh, that's a bad move. Sorry, folks. Ooh, wish I could change that on the run. Well, they'll have a really bad left fielder out there, so we'll see how that works. Batting third will be Jim Northrup. He'll move to center field. Bill Freehan batting fourth. Norm Cash batting fifth. Al Kaline batting sixth. Willie Horton, who I originally had in left field, bat seventh. Dick Wirt will bat eighth. He's at third. And Roy Euler will bat ninth. He's at short. Again, both teams struggling with some injuries. I am playing full injuries just so it gives the usage and the benches a chance. It kind of will even up the stats a little bit and kind of see who the best team is out there. Well, folks, let's do this. From Houston, the 4-1 Astros versus the field. It will be Dick McAuliffe leading off. McAuliffe on the year hitting 176, a home run and an RBI. Mike Fiars on the year making his second start. His first start, he went 6 innings, only giving up 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, but he gave up 2 home runs. Here comes McAuliffe. He steps in the batter's box. McCann sets the sign, and here's the pitch from Fiars to open the game. And that is a line drive to deep right field. Back goes Reddick, back at the track, and Reddick pulls it back in. Oh, we had a shot there, and that was almost a home run for McAuliffe to lead off the game. So here's Gates Brown. Boy, did he have some year. In 92 at-bats, he had 7 doubles, 2 triples, 6 homers, 15 RBIs, hit 370. So he definitely has a loaded card that will play well. So McCann behind the plate puts down the sign, fires with a windup. Here's the pitch to Gates Brown. And that's the line drive caught by Altuve for out number 2. Minute Maid Ballpark, not really good for 4 extra bases. Singles only on a 1. Home runs on a 1 to 10. They consider to be an average night at the ballpark. Here's Jim Northrup, 16 at-bats, a home run, 2 RBIs. He's playing center field tonight due to the Stanley injury. McCann puts down the target, fires with the windup, and the pitch. And again, that's a line drive on a 1, and Altuve snags it to end the first. Tigers go 1-2-3. It is no score. We go to the bottom of the first. Astros due up. It will be Springer, Altuve, Correa. Springer getting 211, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. So both hits have been home runs, looks like, and both have been solo shots. So the Astros come in here. Again, the Tigers offensively. Ooh, Gates Brown is +4s in left. Boy, I want to reset that. Northrup in center, K-Line and right. Wirt, Euler, McCullough, Cash, Freehand behind the plate, and on the mound is Pat Dobson. A fly ball center field. Northrup is there, comes in, makes the first catch in the first. Here's Altuve. He's only hitting 158, a home run and 2 runs batted in. He's been up 19 times. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson with the windup. Here's the pitch to Altuve. And Altuve hits a line drive. Now here is Carlos Correa hitting 333. No home runs, 2 runs batted in. So it makes him 6 for officially 18. 1 extra base hit. Freehand puts down the target. Pat Dobson looks in. Here's the pitch. And that will be a fly ball center field. Northrup is there, makes the catch. Pat Dobson has a 1-2-3 inning. Let's head to the second. Tigers nothing, Astros nothing. Here's Bill Freehand. He's been up 15 times, a double hitting 200. Right-handed catcher. McCann puts down the sign. Fiars with the windup. Here's the pitch to Freehand. And that's the ground ball to second. Altuve gloves it, straightens, makes a strike, and that's the one baseman Norm Cash. Boy, he had a hot bat. 8 of 16, a double, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, hitting at an even 500. McCann puts down the target, fires with a windup. Here's the pitch to Cash. And Cash, ground ball to second. Altuve gloves it, waits, throws a strike to Gurriel, 2 away here. Here's Al K-Line. He's hitting 286, no homers and 2 runs batted in. McCann puts down the target. Fiars looks in. Here's the windup and pitch to K-Line. And that is the line drive to left field. Back goes Gonzalez. Back, and that's headed inside the Crawford box. Home run, Al K-Line. So K-Line hits a 1-0 lead as Mr. Tiger goes deep. Now here is Willie Horton. Ton of power, hitting 214. 14 at bats, a double, a triple, and an RBI. McCann puts down the target, fires with a windup. Here's the pitch to Horton. And that's gone. Oh, did he hit it all? This back goes Springer. Way back, looks up, and it bounces off the top. It was headed toward the train trestles, but it bounced way back in the field of play. Willie Horton, here's a who, and the Detroit Tigers have taken a 2-0 lead. Back-to-back jacks by K-Line and Horton. So the Tigers wake up here in Houston. 2-0, and here's Dick Wirt. Wirt hitting .71, 14 at-bats, a home run, 2 RBIs. McCann puts down the sign, fires with the windup to Wirt, and that's a walk to Wirt, and they continue the inning. Here's Roy Euler, 11 at-bats, 1 for 11, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. McCann puts down the target, fires from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Euler, and that's going to be a base hit for Euler. Wirt will go first to third, and the Tigers got stuff going on. First and third, 2 outs and 2 across for the leadoff batter, Dick McCullough. Flied out his first time up, second baseman for the Tigers. Fiers struggling to get through this second inning. McCann puts down the target. Fiers working from the stretch and the pitch. And that will be a fly ball right field. Reddick will come in with this, make the catch, and the inning is mercifully over. 2 runs, 3 hits, Strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Tigers 2 and the Houston Astros nothing. So now for the Astros in this one, So Gonzalez leads off. Freehand puts down the target. Here's a pitch from Dobson. And that's going to be a base hit for Marvin Gonzalez. He has had a slow start, but he's on base now with nobody out. Dobson, not much of an arm, but it's not much of a hole. Let's see if Gonzalez can get a lead here. Does he get it on a lead? He gets it on a 14%, and he gets it. He gets it on the 14% and steals second. So Marvin Gonzalez gets one of his sneaky stolen bases. He's on at second with nobody out, and the Astros are running here. Here is Brian McCann. He's 18 at-bats, a home run, 2 RBIs, hitting 222. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to McCann, and That's a strikeout for Dobson. One out here in the second. Here's Yuri Gurriel. He's having a fast start through 17 at bats, 3 doubles and 2 RBIs, hitting .412. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gurriel, and that's a ground ball to short. Euler looks back. Gonzalez throws a strike to Cash, and there's 2 outs. And here's Josh Reddick, probably leading the world in hitting right now. 17 at bats, 5 doubles, a triple, a home run, 7 runs batted in, hitting a very lofty .647. So he's on at second with 2 outs. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson with the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that ball will be a strikeout for Dobson to retire the side. The Astros strand a double. Let's go to the third. It is 2-0 Tigers. 2-0 Tigers, top of the third. Here is Gates Brown. Now 1 for 8 officially with a double. Again, look at the bat. He can definitely bring some thunder to this lineup. McCann puts down the target. Fiars with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Fiars on the inside corner. Gets Gates Brown looking. 1 away. Here's Jim Northrup. He's 0 for 1 with a line out. McCann puts down the target. Fiars with a windup. Here's the pitch to Northrup. And that's a ground ball to first. Gurriel's got it. Steps to the bag. And there's 2 outs in the third. Here's Bill Freehand with 2 outs. He steps in. He's 0 for 1. McCann puts down the target. Fiars with the big windup and pitches. And that's a fly ball center field. Springer there comes in, makes the catch, and the Tigers are out in the third. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Detroit 2, and the Astros nothing. So it'll be Derek Fisher, the batter. He's your designated hitter. He has not had an at-bat this season. He'll be followed by Bregman and Springer. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson looks in. Here's the pitch to Fisher. And that is a line drive to deep right field. Back goes K-Line back at the track. He makes the catch at the edge of the track. Fisher took him almost a distance, but the deepest part of the park. 1 away. Here's Alex Bregman hitting him measly .211, 19 at bats, 2 RBIs. Had a great year, but he hits lefties so well. You gotta have to put him down the lineup against right-handers. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson with the windup. Here's the pitch to Bregman. And that is a line drive base hit for Bregman. So Bregman is on with 1 out. Base hit number 2. Let's see if Bregman wants to run. He doesn't get picked off. So he'll try and doesn't get it. So Bregman will stop at first with 1 out. Here's Springer. Flied out his first time up. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to George Springer. And that's a strikeout for Dobson, his 3rd of the ball game. And now here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Through 20 at-bats, home run, 2 RBIs, hitting a .150. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson working from the stretch. Run first, 2 outs. And that's a ground ball to short. Euler to McCullough, and now retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the top of the 4th. It is 2-0 Tigers. Tigers needing a win here. The Astros kind of struggling along. The Astros are 4-1. The Tigers are actually one of these greatest teams, in my opinion, and Stratomatic super advanced. So here's Norm Cash, followed by K-Line and Wharton, lefty, righty, righty. This is part of the lineup that got Fiars back in the second inning. Cash 0 for 1. McCann puts down the target. Fiars with the windup to pitch to Cash. And that's a base at the left field. Cash takes it the other way. Here's K-Line. He's officially now hitting .333. Hit a home run inside the Crawford box is his last time up. McCann puts down the target. Fiars from the stretch. Here's the pitch to K-Line. And that's a line drive at Bregman as Cash gets back for 1 out. Here is Norm Cash. Cash comes up. So, all right, so say here's Willie Horton. He heard a hoot the last time, bomb deep to center field, and it was headed toward the train trestle, but it hit the upper deck in the center field. He just missed going out of the stadium inside the train area. McCann puts down the target. Fires from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Horton, and that's a strikeout for Horton, and there's 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Don Word. He's not had an official at bat. Walked his first time up. McCann puts down the target. Fires from the stretch. Pitch to Word, and that's going to be a line drive caught by Correa to inning. Tigers' fourth inning is over. They strand one. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Tigers 2, Astros nothing. So now here is Carlos Correa. He'll be followed by Gonzalez and McCann here in the Houston fourth. Correa 0 for 1, flied out his first time out. Pat Dobson so far is cruising for this Tiger team. Freehand puts down the sign. Here's a pitch from Dobson, and that is a ground ball to third, picked up by Wirt. Good defender. Let's see if he can make the play on the arrow raining. Throws across the diamond and gets him. Good play from Wirt. One away. Tigers have good infield defense. Here is Marvin Gonzalez. Single, stole second his last time up. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson with the windup, and here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball to short. Oilers got in the hole. He's going to have to stop. Pop. Throws. Got him. Good play from Marvin Gonzalez. Good play from Oiler for the second out here in the fourth. Here is Brian McCann. And we'll go ahead and have a Major League Baseball out-of-town scoreboard check when this game is over. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson with the windup. Here's the pitch to McCann, and that's a ground ball to second. McAuliffe's got it. He waits, throws a strike, and that will end the fourth. Through 4, Tigers 2, Astros nothing. So let's, folks, now go to the out-of-town scoreboard. And boy, we got some news here. The Florida Marlins lead the Minnesota Twins 6-2. Of course, that's the 97 Marlins over the 91 Twins. It is the Rockies leading the Dodgers 2-1. That's the 07 Rockies and the 65 Dodgers. The 15 Kansas City Royals lead the 93 Blue Jays 6-1. The 75 Reds lead the 16 Cubs 4-0. The 2018 Red Sox lead the 1971 Pirates 5-0. It is the 1998 Padres. Boy, they look good early, leading the 2001 Diamondbacks 8-1. And then it is the 1967 Cardinals leading the 95 Braves 4-0. Boy, as Bobby Cox and the Braves been on hard times. Then it's the 1920 Indians. They have been struggling all season. And boy, they have woke up. They lead the 1973 Oakland Athletics 12-4. Phillies and Yankees are tied at 2. We just played that game the other day. That's the 80 Phillies and the 98 Yankees. And then it's the New York Mets leading the Milwaukee Brewers by a score of 5-1. That is the 86 Mets and the 82 Brewers. Then it's the 2008 Devil Rays leading the 2019 Nationals by a score of 2-0. The 2023 Texas Rangers lead 1965, I believe it is, Baltimore Orioles by a score of 6-2. And then it's the 2001 Seattle Mariners, the only non-World Series team in this league. And they've been playing real well. They lead the 2002 Angels by the score of 4-2. Let's head back to baseballs. We're in the 5th inning. Tigers lead 2-0. Oiler the bat. McCann puts down the sign. Fiars with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Bregman gloves it, throws it to Gurriel for 1 out here in the 5th. Here's second baseman Dick McCullough. He's 0 for 2. Flied out twice. McCann puts down the target. Fires with the windup to McCullough. And that's a ground ball to first. Gurriel's got it. Takes to the bag himself. That's 2 outs. And now here's Gates Brown. So far in the ball game has lined out and struck out. They're worried about his thunder coming to bat. He's a really good hitter. McCann puts down the target, fires with the windup. Here's the pitch to Gates Brown, and he walks them with 2 outs. So now here's Jimmy Northrup. He's 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out. Tigers out hitting the Astros in this one 4-2. They have 2 solo home runs back in the 2nd inning. McCann puts down the target. Fires working from the stretch to Northrup. And that is a ground ball to first. Gurriel takes to the bag himself. Tigers strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0 Tigers. 2001 Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Game here is going to be Gurriel, Reddick, and Fisher. That for the Astros here in the 5th against Pat Dobson. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson with a windup pitch to Gurriel, and that's a ground ball back to Dobson. He fields it, throws a strike to Cash, and there's 1 out in the 5th. And now here's Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson with the big windup and pitch to Reddick. And for Josh Reddick, he hits a drive left center field. That's going to be his 6th double of the year. Bounces off the top of the wall. Reddick to second and stays right there. Josh Reddick stays hot. Runner on second and 1 hot as Josh Reddick continues to Warriors way. He's a big wrestling fan. Runner on second and 1 out. Here's Derek Fisher. 0 for 1. Deep fly ball his last time up. Freehand puts down the side. Dobson from the stretch. Runner on second. 1 out. Pitch to Fisher. And that's a walk. And there's now 2 on. Now the Astros got 2 on and 1 out. This is where the Tigers got to be careful. Their bullpen just is not strong enough to survive a bad game. Here's Alex Bregman. They're going to almost have to abuse John Hiller to a point and use him to abuse him just to get big games. They don't have a good lefty, and their righties are very strong right-handed. So here's Bregman, 2 on, 1 out. 1 for 1 is Bregman so far. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson from the stretch, first and second, 1 out. Pitch to Bregman, and that is a line. Good thing for the ballpark. Singles only 1. That's 2 outs. And here's Springer. Springer in the ballgame has flied out and struck out. Astros got 2 on, 2 outs. Clinging now to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to him. And that's a hit him. And Springer's hit by a pitch and the bases are loaded. And fortunately, it brings up a really tough hitter in Jose Altuve. Doesn't hit well in the clutch, though. This could be a tough situation for Jose. 2 outs in the 5th. Bases loaded. Tigers by 2. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson from the stretch. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Pitch to Altuve. Got him on strikes. Dobson gets him on the inside corner looking. The Astros strand them, bases loaded. We go to the 6th. It's 2-0 Detroit. So the Tigers get a big lift there from Pat Dobson. 6th inning here, 2-0 Detroit. So now here's Freehand, who we followed by Cash and Kaline. McCann puts down the sign, fires with the windup to Freehand, and that is a ground ball back to Fiars. Can he make the play on it? No, he drops the ball in his hand, and that's an E1. So Fiars doesn't get it. Freehand will reach, and that will be an error on Fiars. So a big start for Freehand. Here's Cash. He's 1 for 2, a ground out. He had a single back in the 4th. McCann puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from Fiars, working from the stretch to Cash. That is in back of the plate. Let's see if McCann can make the play on it. No, it's a pass ball. It's past McCann. So Freehand the second gives Cash a swing. So the Astros kind of destroying themselves here. McCann puts down the target now. Now Mike Fiars working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cash. And that is going to be a deep drive to right field, way back, and it is gone. Norm Cash cashes in. The Tigers now lead at 4-0. A 2-run bomb for Norm Cash. Holy cow, he hit it a ton, and it just got out of here. So it's a 4-0 ball game for the Tigers. So here's Kaline now with nobody out. McCann puts down the sign, fires with the windup. Here's the pitch, and that's a strikeout for Kaline, 1 away. Here's Willie Horton. He's looking for something right in that area. He's 1 for 2. Long home run back in the 2nd inning. McCann puts down the target, fires with the big windup and deals, and that ball is gone again. Deep fly left field. This could reach the tracks. No, it bounces back again. Holy cow, 2nd home run of the game for Willie Horton, and the Tigers now lead at 5-0. And boy, that Houston Astro bullpen got up in a hurry. So let's see who is going to be available here. So let's see who they can go with. And they can probably go along with Peacock. Or let's see, they got a couple short guys. They don't want to probably go to Vinsky here. And, I should have gave him a relief rating. So we're going to go with Colin McHugh. He'll come in the ball game replacing Fiars. Fiars is done after 5 1/3. So let's see how we do it here. McHugh comes in. Tigers with a big lead here in the 6th. So Tigers getting some offense here at the ballpark. They are juicing Minute Maid here. McCann puts down the target. McHugh, the right-hander. Here's the pitch to work. And that's another base hit left field. Gonzalez dives, makes the catch. Oh, what a play by Marvin Gonzalez. 2 outs here in the 6th. And now here's Ray Oyler. He's 2, single back in the 2nd inning. McCann puts down the sign. McHugh from the windup and the pitch. And that's a strikeout for McHugh, so he retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Tigers 5, Astros nothing. So the Tigers with some big play offense here. 4 home runs. Back-to-back jacks by Kaline and Horton. And then they came back again with a Norm Cash, Willie Horton barrage back in the 6th inning. So now the Astros down 5 in the 6th is Pat Dobson liking the offense he's getting. Here is Carlos Correa. Correa for 2 in the ball game. Astros trying to make a little bit of a noise here. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that will be a ground ball to third. Wirtz got it. Throws it across the cash for 1 away. Here is Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2. Single back in the 2nd. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that trouble. Right center field. Northrup back off the top of the wall. Gonzalez will have a double. Stops at second. So the Astros have a 1-out double. See if their offense wakes up a little bit. Now here is Brian McCann through 20 at-bats, home run, 2 RBIs, struggling a bit. He can use a big blow here to get the Astros on the board. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to McCann, and that's a walk. Again, that could be trouble for Dobson. Let's look at his rating here and see if we have to worry about the bullpen on him right now. 2 on, 1 out. He is a 7, so he'll be okay going through the next inning. Here's Gurriel. He's 0 for 2. He's due for a hit. He's had a good season so far. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Gurriel. And he hit the drive to left center field. That will be trouble. Northup's got to play the hop off the wall. Gonzalez will score. They're not going to score McCann from first. He will hold at third. It's 5-1 Tigers. Another double, this one by Yuri Gurriel. So the Astros break the ice. It's 5-1 Detroit. And now here is the red-hot Josh Reddick. Had his 6th double of the year his last time up. Tiger bullpen starting to get loose, and they may not wait till his fatigue inning. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch. And that will be a flying drive outward for the big second out. They couldn't cash in. So a big line drive. Now they're going to need a 2-out base hit. And it's going to be Derek Fisher, but he does hit good in the clutch. We'll see if Fisher can get a big hit here. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson from the stretch. 2nd and 3rd, 2 out. Dobson trying to work his way out of trouble. Ground ball to short. That's Oyler. He comes up smoothly, throws. No, he throws it in the dirt, and Cash cannot dig it out. That will score the run. That will bring the tying run to the plate. Gurriel the third. That's an unearned run as Oyler uncorked it. Cash could not get it off the ground. So that is an E6. It's now 5-2 Tigers. And now here is Alex Bregman. So now Dobson. Let's look at this Tiger bullpen and see if there's someone stronger here. Right now, they look at Alex Bregman's saber metrics in this game being about a 567 hitter batter pitcher matchup. Will another pitcher, though, be a better situation for him? You don't want to bring a lefty in. That would strengthen him so much. John Wyatt has struggled, looks like, out of the bullpen. Most of his Tiger team bet has. They just don't have a lot of reliable fielders. Darrell Patterson, 68 innings, 53 hits, probably one of the Tigers' more reliable guys. He'd be more reliable as your closer right now. Don McMahon, again, struggling out of this bullpen. John Hiller has not even pitched. Holy cow, their best pitcher. One of their 2 best pitchers has not even come out of the bullpen yet. So let's see. Again, you want to do that with Bregman either. They'll let Dobson pitch to Bregman here. Tying run to the plate. Bregman still with power, though. Freehand puts down the sign. Dobson from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch to Bregman. And that's a pop it straight up. Euler waits for it, makes the catch, and the Astros strand 2, but they get 2. Let's go to the 7th. It's Tigers 5, Astros 2. Top of the 7th. Good ball game here at Minute Maid Park. Astros now fighting back here, and now it will be McCullough, Brown, Northrup against Colin McHugh as he stays in the ball game himself, trying to get some innings here. McCann puts down the target. McHugh with the windup to McCullough. And that's going to be a line drive at Gurriel for the first out. And now here's Gates Brown. He walked back in the 5th. McCann puts down the target. McHugh with a windup and pitch to Gates Brown. And that's a base hit for Gates Brown. Oh, my. So McHugh definitely deadly against righties, gets hit hard against lefties. You saw it there. And now here's Northrup, lefty, righty, lefty matchup here. Northrup in the ball game is 0 for 3, but the matchup definitely does go toward Jimmy here. He hits righties well. McCullough doesn't pitch well against lefties. McCullough puts down the target. McHugh from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And this will be a fly ball center field. That is Springer. He'll come in, make the catch, and there is one away. Or actually retires aside. My fault. Let's go to the 7th inning stretch. It's Tigers 5, Astros 2. So 5-2 Tigers. Astros kind of clawing themselves back in this one. Here is Springer, followed by Altuve and Correa. Bottom of the 7th. 3-run ball game. Freehand puts down the target. Dobson with the windup. Here's the pitch to Springer. And that is a line drive base hit for Springer. Jesus. Astros keep coming at you. So that's a big hit. Let's see if he can run a little bit. They're down 3, but Springer's usually not afraid of running a little bit. Ooh, 28% gets picked on a 14. This is not the situation to be trying that. So Springer will stay close. Cash will play close to the bag, though. He'll hold them on. And here's Altuve. Now we're in the 7th inning. So here comes Tiger management, and they will go ahead and grab him, and it will be Darrell Patterson. So Darrell Patterson will come in, and this is first appearance. Again, these are Tigers' probably two best pitchers in this ball game. He's pitched 1 inning, struck out 1, and that was it. So Altuve will bat. Freehand puts down the target. Here's the pitch from Patterson, right on right, and that's a strikeout. Caught Altuve looking, 1 away in the 7th. Here's Correa, 0 for 3, a fly out and a couple ground outs. Freehand puts down the sign. Patterson from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a walk now. And the Astros again bringing the tying runners on. You can't do this with this Astro team. Here's Marvin Gonzalez. And again, this is where you may want to make a move. Got guys who want righties. And let's see if they go with Hiller here. This will be a long save situation if you bring Hiller in, but he is your best and probably only lefty that can probably do much in this situation. So let's see what they'll do. And yeah, Warden, we played his card in the cards and dice. It was awful. 5 home runs, 37 at bats. You obviously saw all of them. So John Hiller will come in, has not made an appearance yet. So Patterson will be done. Don't have to batters here in this league. So Hiller comes in, first appearance. He'll make the Astros make a change here. He is their normal outfielder, left-handed hitter. We'll see if they have somebody else that can swing, and it probably will be Josh Marishnak. He'll come in and hit for Gonzalez here. We'll see if that was a good move here for Hiller. So Hiller comes in, takes them out. First and second, 1 out. Josh on the year, 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. Big opportunity for him to get, or just, I think it's Jake Marishnak, I'm sorry. And now here's Freehand, puts the target down. Hiller from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive caught by Euler. Again, the ballpark stadium results definitely favor pitching in this one. 2 outs in the 7th, 5-2. Brian McCann now the batter. And now do you go Gaddis here? Now do you go get Gaddis? But he's a poor fielder. Do you do it? Let's see if he's on this bench. He is. He's a 1R, but he just possesses so much more bang for your buck. So let's see. He's a 286, 261. He's two. Gaddis is going to come out. There's more power there. There's more power there for Gaddis. So Evan Gaddis will be in a new batter here. He's in first at bat of the season. I thought I had him tuning, looks like McCann's catching. So first at bat of the season for Evan Gaddis. First and second, 2 outs, bottom 7, 5-2 Tigers. Freehand puts down the target. Hiller from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. And that is a line drive caught by McCullough to retire the side. Astros strand 2 more. Let's head to the 8th. It's still 5-2. So now Marishnak will go in. He will play left field for the Astros. Gurriel, Gaddis stays in, will catch. And Colin McHugh will stay in and pitch for the Astros here in the 8th. 5-7-1 for the Tigers, 2-6-1 for the Astros. What a ball game we have. Out of town scoreboard, folks. We won't go over the years like we did the last time, just some scores. Marlins over the Twins 7-1. Rockies over the Dodgers 4-1. Royals over the Blue Jays 6-1. Reds over the Cubs 6-0. Red Sox over the Pirates 7-2. Padres all over the Diamondbacks 9-1. Cardinals over the Braves 5-2. 1920 Indians are starting to wake up. They lead the A's 16-5. Yankees all over the Phillies. Phillies heading toward their 5th loss in a row. It's 8-2 Yankees. Mets lead the Brewers 6-3. It is the D-Rays over the Nationals 3-0. The Rangers lead the Orioles 8-6, and the Mariners lead the Angels 4-2. 8th inning, and it's Freehand, followed by Cash and K-line. Gaddis puts down the target. McHugh from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive, deep right center field. That could be trouble. Springer running out of room. It's gone. Goodbye, Bill Freehand. And the Tigers muscle up again. That's their 5th home run of the ball game and lead it 6-2. Boys, that a huge insurance run with the way the Astros been putting the tying run on base lately. So the Tigers get a big one from Freehand. That's his first of the year. And here's Norm Cash. 2 for 3. 2-run homer back in the 6th. Gaddis puts down the sign. McHugh for the windup and the pitch. That's a walk. You can tell McHugh struggles against lefties, and that could be all for him. Here's K-line, and they will go probably to their bullpen here. So who will be the best guy to come here? And they'll go to Brad Peacock, and he'll be a new, not Musgrove. So Peacock will come in. So there's Brad. Brad Peacock will come in. Been good. 1 save, 4.50 ERA, 2 hits in 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, and giving up 2 home runs. In this league, I think you'll give up home runs. All these teams do have significant power. Last top of the 8th, 6-2 Tigers. 3rd pitcher for the Astros. Gaddis puts down the target. Peacock with the stretch in the pitch. And that's a strikeout for K-line again, his 2nd time. So 1 out here in the 8th. Here's Willie Horton, 2 for 3, a couple long home runs. Gaddis puts down the sign. Peacock from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a fly ball center field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Donward, 0 for 2 and a walk. Gaddis puts down the target. Peacock from the stretch and the pitch. And that'll be a walk. And now the Tigers got 2 on and 2 out for Euler. 1 for 3, single back in the 2nd. Gaddis puts down the sign. Peacock working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Euler. And that's a ground ball to short. Correa to short way to Altuve to end the inning. Freehand, home run in the 8th. It's 6-2 Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. So Tigers looking strong in this one. So far, they're putting good offense. And now here's Gurriel, Reddick, and Fisher to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Freehand, Reddick, Fisher to bat. So here we go. Hiller to stay in. Freehand puts down the sign. Hiller with the pitch to Gurriel. And that's a ground ball to third. Wyatt Work got it, throws a strike to Cash, and one out in the eighth. And here's Reddick. He's 1 for 3. He doubled in the fifth. Freehand puts down the sign. Hiller with the big windup and deal to Reddick. And Reddick, ground ball to second. McAuliffe's got it. Goes to first, and 2 outs now in the eighth. So now here's Derek Fisher. He's 0 for 2. He'll swing away here with 2 outs in the eighth. Freehand puts down the target. Hiller with the windup, the pitch to Fisher. And that's a fly ball left field. Hiller has a 1-2-3 inning. Let's head to the ninth. Tigers 6, Astros 2. Top of the ninth, folks. Good ball game here at Minute Maid Park, Brown in Northrop, against so far Brad Peacock. Pitch to McAuliffe, and that's a ground ball to second. Altuve's got it, throws him out, and McAuliffe is 0 for 5. Here's Gates Brown, single back in the seventh. Gaddis puts down the sign. Peacock with the windup and the pitch. And that's a strikeout for Peacock. 2 outs in the ninth. And here's Northrop. He's 0 for 4. So far, Tigers out hitting the Astros 8-6. Has been the middle of the lineup. That's really given the Astros fits. Gaddis puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from Peacock. And that is going to be a line drive caught by Altuve to finish the ninth inning. Astros, you're down to your last 3 outs. It's 6-2 Tigers in the bottom of the ninth. So now it's Bregman followed by Springer and Altuve back to the beginning part of this lineup. John Hiller will stay in there to try work a long save. Freehand puts down the sign. Hiller with the windup to Altuve. And that's going to be long, deep. Back goes Brown, makes the catch as Gates Brown backs himself into the scoreboard, but makes the catch. Ooh, he almost got all of it, but it died out there. Gates Brown was able to snag it for 1 away. Here's Springer now with 1 out. Freehand puts down the sign for him. John Hiller, the left-hander. Here's the pitch to Springer. And Springer line drive at Euler for the second out. This one's almost over. 6-2 Tigers, 2 outs in the ninth. Here's Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1. He's 0 for 4 in the ball game. John Hiller, 1 out away. Freehand puts down the sign. Hiller with the windup pitch to Altuve. And that's a fly ball. And this one should be over. K-Line makes the catch. And the Tigers with a much-needed win here in Houston. So the Tigers come out of here with a win, and it's a big one. They win this final by the score of 6-2. Dobson with the win goes a strong 6 innings. Patterson gets a hole, then John Hiller gets a 2 2/3 man save. Nothing across for him. He pitched great. Fiars went 5 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. McHugh went inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Peacock went a strong 2 innings. Doubled by Gonzalez, Gurriel, and Reddick. Home runs aplenty. Freehand first, Cash is third, K-Line's first. Horton hurt at twice, hit 2, and he has 2. Freehand had 2 RBIs. Cash had 2, now has 6. K-Line had his 3rd RBI. Horton had 2, now has 3, and Gurriel had 3 RBIs. Tigers scored 2 in the second. Then they scored 3 in the sixth, led 5-0. Astros fought back with 2 in the sixth. Then the Tigers got 1 in the eighth, and that put it away. And the final score was 6-2 Tigers. 6-8-1 for Detroit, 2-6-1 for Houston. Tigers go to 2-3. Astros will drop to 4-2. Let's take a look more at our out-of-town scoreboard, the finales here, and kind of give you what's been going on here. And then we'll pick the game that probably we'll be able to see tonight, we're hoping, if everything plays the way we like it to be. Never know. So let's look at it. We're waiting for the game to kind of reset itself back here. I want to thank those who will come in and watch this game even in the replay mode to get back to our screen and go over our games. Here we go. Let's go ahead and go over the statistics and our out-of-town scoreboard. So let's go to league stats here. And a newspaper reading. So again, it was the Padres beating the Diamondbacks 9-1. Kevin Brown is second wing, Schilling with the loss. Second home run by Gonzalez. Greg Vaughn hit two, and Caminiti hit his first. So, and then it was the Red Sox defeating the Pirates 7-2. Evolvi with the win, Moose with the loss. Hembree got his second save. That's kind of surprising. And then it was the Reds shutting out the Cubs 6-0. Darcy with the win. And then it was the Royals defeating the Blue Jays 6-1. Duffy with the win. Morris with the loss. Then it was the Rockies defeating the Dodgers 4-1. Lopez with the win. Koufax got the loss. Wow. Fuentes got his second save. Spilborg's got the home run. 2 triples by Matt Holiday. Rodrigo Lopez had the great start for the Rockies. That was probably major surprising. Mets beat the Brewers 6-3. Gooden with the win. McClure with the loss. Orozco his second save. Home runs by Gorman Thomas, his second of the season. Marlins defeat the Twins by a score of 7-6. Another Kevin Brown win. He's 2-0 on 2 different teams. Guthrie gets the loss. Nen with the second save. Herbeck Pagliarulo with home run. Sheffield the second. Bonilla's first. And Charles Johnson with their first. Yankees defeat the Phillies 8-6. Stanton with the win. Sauce with the loss for Philadelphia. Phillies must have came back in the bottom of the 6th inning when they scored 6 runs on 4 hits. The critical plate appearance was by Jeter, who brought a roar for the Yankee fans when he doubled, plating 2 runs. Phillies had 8 hits in the game while the Yankees only had 5, but the Yankees still pulled it out. Stanton came out of relief and Vulture to win for the Bombers. And then it was the Indians defeating the Athletics 6-5. Bagby with the win. Hamilton with the loss. Again, this Indian team starting to find some life. It is the Mariners defeating the Angels 4-3. Garcia with the win. Lackey with the loss. Arthur Rhodes with a save. Fulmer home run for the Angels. It was the Cardinals defeating the Braves 5-2. Boy, the Braves struggled and slipped and slide. And then it was the Rangers defeating the Orioles by a score of 8-7. Dunning with the win. Miller with the loss. And Smith with the save. Let's see what we have here. It was the D-Rays defeating the Nationals 4-0. Tigers over the Astros. We just watched. It was 6-2. Let's see what's on the schedule for 4-5 and see if there's something we have. A team that we haven't done yet and a good pitching matchup. Let's look at the schedule for Wednesday, April 5th. We've seen the Pirates and the Red Sox. Giants we've seen. I believe, if not, it was in the old season. That is the Giants and the Cubs, or White Sox. That's Burley and Bumgarner, so that's not bad. And then it will be the Twins and the Marlins. Haven't seen neither one. Nothing jumps out. Phillies and Yankees. That's Carlton and Pettit. That should be good. That should be a great matchup. We've already seen that game already this week. And then it's the Angels and Mariners. That's Seeley and Apier. Baltimore and Detroit is Jordan Montgomery and Palmer. Tampa Bay is Shields and Corbin. That's Washington, Tampa Bay. Cubs and Reds. That's Lester and Nolan. We've seen the Reds already. Toronto versus Kansas City. That's Guzman and Cueto. And then it's Mets and Brewers. That could be interesting because of the Brewers. That's Ojeda taking on Caldwell. So that could be an under the radar matchup. And then it's Stan Kovaleski taking on the A's. That could be good too. Cleveland and Oakland. So Matic's taking on Dick Hughes. Battle number 1's there. I'll see if Atlanta can right themselves. And then right back here in Houston will be Denny McClain taking on Charlie Morton. So let's see. Let's go ahead and probably do Mets Brewers from Milwaukee, as it'll be Bobby Ojeda taking on Mike Caldwell. That'll be the matchup we'll at least look at, see if we can get on board later on. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys coming in. We have our out-of-town scoreboard, have our next game that we're going to play. Again, we'll talk to everyone else. Thank you. Have a great rest of your evening, folks. Again, hope to see you tonight for more baseball action. As Sports Time Machine brings you MLB Dream Season. Have a good night.